first started with the tabernacle. He said, I want a place that's big enough to seat at least 2,000 people comfortably. That really started to turn things around down here. Then after that, he said, we need to start a temple. So anyway, Brigham Young said, we're going to start a temple. And he told us where it was going to be. Everybody said, why is it so far out of town? Well, as you can see now, as you drive along the freeway, it's not very far out of town. In fact, it's a real draw. You know, you compare this to the Salt Lake Temple, unless you're within 50 feet of it, you can't even see it because there's so many high-rises all around it and just dwarf the temple. This is still a very magnificent setting inside. So. Okay, let's get to the canon part. Underground springs and underground wells, so they had a real water issue. They went to Brigham Young and said, can we move the temple? We can't build on water. He says, no, that's exactly where it's supposed to be. So they came back and started to dig. They did what they could to divert the water, to dry things out, but they still had water issues and water problems. Well, all around us is lava. You see all these black rock all around us. You can see that it's very porous. Water will pass through it. So, and it's got a gazillion edges. Now, as a school teacher, is that in the dictionary?
What?
Gazillion.
Gazillion. It's in my dictionary, yep.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
I like bajillion a little better, but you know.
Thank you. I need to upgrade my information. So anyway, this is what they come up with, but they needed a pile driver. So thus the cannon. I mean, just think of the ingenuity that they had. So they filled it full of lead. They built a derrick that they could slide along. They would haul it up 3.5 stories, release it, and it would just pound this stuff down into the ground, sometimes 6 inches, sometimes 5 feet, sometimes up to 14 feet.
Wow.
But it built a solid foundation. When they built the temple, it had this dome shape on it. Brigham says, I don't like that. It doesn't really stand out. It doesn't help a lot. He said, but we haven't had a temple for over 30 years since they left Nauvoo. So he was anxious to have it dedicated. So he came down in April 6th, which is, of course, a very famous day in church history.
Yes.
So, and it was dedicated. Then he died in August. Then the following year, the dome was struck by lightning.
Oh, wonder if he had anything to do with that.
Well, that was the headlines. Brigham gets his way.
Oh, I love it.
So anyway, what you see here is what's there now. When they got in there, they found the dome was damaged more than they thought. They couldn't just repair it. They had to basically start all over. So.
Amazing.
So
wonderful story.
Brigham did get his way.
He did it. He did. That's neat.
Book of Mormon in 77 languages. That's outrageous. Wow. That's incredible.
Isn't that neat? Yeah, Armenian somewhere over here.
Yeah, let's find it.
Armenian would be Tonkin. That's for Bishop Moala. So it'll be at the A's.
There you are.
Armenian. See, isn't that weird?
Yeah, I think I've seen years of that. Oh, this one. That's fascinating. Yep.
Yes,
I love
Don
that the
has
Japanese
a
opens the
one
other
on.
way.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes. Don has one like that.
Neat. Oh, this is so neat.
Erica is traveling across America in
52 days.
48 states. And
You're
52 days.
kidding.
Nope.
Oh my goodness, how do you do that?
Well, I've been planning it for 5.5 years, and I've got my map routed out, and here I am.
Where did you start from?
Texas, Dallas, Texas.
Oh my goodness.
I'll
Well,
see.
good for you. How exciting.
I'll see 27 temples along the way, and all the states, 48 states, and
How
it's been such a blast. This
exciting.
is Raleen. She's just with me for the first little over a week.
That
I'm
is
honored
so
to be on the
fun.
first leg.
So you're just driving then.
Yep,
That
lots and
is-
lots of driving. Well, it's an average of about 4 hours a day, so it's not as bad as some would think.
Yeah.
But
But these are
But in the
states
West,
where
it's
you
the
drive.
worst.
drive.
Yeah.
You know, I have to drive a lot to get to the next thing. But
Oh, well, how fun. Well,
Yep.
we wish you much luck.
thank you
and
so much, Sister
Fun
Morgan.
things to see along your way.
Yeah, it's been incredible.
Good.
And
It's
the
been
people
incredible.
we met, that's
Mhm.
really.
Oh,
I mean,
isn't that so fun?
Mhm.
What? There's something
Everybody
to do on
should
your bucket
do it.
list.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's EricaAcrossAmerica.com.
Oh, how
But long story short, though, this woman, she was put in a situation where someone was trying to stop her from praying,
Okay.
and her dedication to God, she knew she had to pray.
Mhm.
She knew she needed to do that, and so she went into this field to go and pray to God. And then as soon as she came out, she kind of came out with this new strength. And she took back her horse and said, I'm leaving now, and with bold conviction of this is what needs to be done,
Mhm.
she was able to do the things the Lord commanded her. All because
amazing.
she prayed. And so this is one of my favorites. It emphasizes
beautiful.
the importance of
I love
prayer
the
here.
faces.
Mm. She kind of looks like you.
Yeah. She does.
Has anyone told you that? I think she does.
Yes.
A little bit.
All right, then.
So how does Julie Rogers, she's the artist, how does she know all these stories? Like,
So
did she just meet these people, or?
it's an amazing thing. So she would just kind of feel this prompting to paint. You know, she didn't really know anything about it. And a perfect example is this one over here with the young man and the little boy on his back.
Mhm.
She said that she just felt inspired to paint this young boy, and originally she wanted to put a scarf over his face. And she kept hearing, don't put a scarf on my face, don't put a scarf on my face, I want people to know how determined I was.
Yeah.
And then afterward, her friend Jolene Alphen, I believe, she's written a few books here and there, but Jolene did some research and she found out these stories about these people that she painted,
Mhm.
and based off of the stories that were in history that really did happen, and the way that Julie painted, they kind of followed the spirit to know which story went with which person.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.